Before I begin, I'd like to share something important. Lilith has been misunderstood for a very long time. In ancient mythology and spiritual traditions, Lilith was often portrayed as a mysterious feminine figure associated with independence, sovereignty, and rebellion against limitation. Over time, many stories painted her through fear and misunderstanding, but for many people today, Lilith has also become a symbol of feminine wisdom, inner freedom, balance, and remembering one's authentic power. To many, she was presented only through fear, rebellion, or darkness. But during meditation, what I connected with felt very different. The energy did not feel dark. It did not feel hateful. It did not feel chaotic or destructive. What I felt was calm, ancient, wise, balanced. There was strength, but also compassion. There was sovereignty, but also love. It felt like the presence of a feminine energy that had simply grown tired of being misunderstood. Not an energy asking for domination, but an energy asking humanity to remember balance, to remember the value of intuition, the value of emotional wisdom, the value of unconditional love. And perhaps that is why this message resonated so deeply within me. To me, Lilith represents the archetype of the independent, wise, balanced, and sovereign feminine. Not hatred, not division, not superiority, but a woman who remembers her own essence. A woman who stands in her power while remaining connected to unconditional love, wisdom, and balance. This message is not about taking sides. It is about remembering the deeper strength that exists within all women. Whether you see Lilith as symbolic, spiritual, archetypal, or intuitive, I invite you to simply listen with an open heart.
Woman, you were never created to be small. You were never meant to abandon your essence to fit into the fears of this world. For generations, humanity misunderstood feminine power. Power was mistaken for control. Love was mistaken for sacrifice, and softness was mistaken for weakness. But true feminine essence has never been weakness. It is unconditional love, not conditional love. Not love that expects something in return. Not love that survives only when life is easy. But love that exists from the deepest core of being. This is your true language, love, not merely nurturing, not merely caring, but divine love itself. Within love, there is wisdom, there is intuition, there is strength, there is creation. As a woman, as a mother, as a daughter, as a soul walking this earth, Your essence is powerful beyond measure, but your power was never meant to dominate, never meant to divide, never meant to rise above others. True power comes from balance, from the neutral point, from the stillness within, from your deepest core essence, and from that space, you remember, you are sovereign. You are not dependent on another being to complete you. Not society, not validation, not expectations, not even the roles you carry. You are already whole. And perhaps true equality was never meant to mean becoming identical. Feminine power does not need to imitate masculinity to prove its worth. A woman does not need to become hardened, emotionally disconnected, or force herself to carry every burden alone just to be seen as powerful. Strength takes many forms. There is strength in wisdom, strength in intuition, strength in creation, strength in compassion, strength in emotional resilience, strength in unconditional love. Balance does not erase differences. It honors them. The feminine and masculine were never meant to compete against one another, but to support, balance, and elevate each other. And when both energies are respected, humanity becomes whole again. And perhaps this is why so many women are awakening now. Humanity is entering a new era of consciousness. An era where intuition matters, where emotional wisdom matters, where compassion matters, where balance matters. Many people call this the age of Aquarius. Not an age of domination, but an age of awakening. An age where the feminine essence is no longer meant to remain hidden, not to overpower the masculine, but to bring balance back to humanity. Because the future of humanity cannot be built only through force and control. It must also be built through wisdom, intuition, connection, and unconditional love. And this is where feminine energy becomes essential. Not weak, not passive, but deeply transformative. And now, humanity needs women who remember this truth. Women who lead through wisdom. Women who act through compassion. Women who remain loving without losing themselves. because feminine energy has the power to heal humanity. Not only for family, not only for children, but for all living beings. This is not the time to hide your light. This is the time to embody your highest essence. To love deeply, to stand firmly, and to become a force of healing in this world. Remember, your greatest power was never domination. It was love. Pure, unconditional, God-like love. And through that love, you can transform this world. To all women, to all mothers, to all souls carrying the feminine essence, Happy Mother's Day. You are the heart of humanity, the silent strength behind civilization, the sacred force that continues to guide this earth forward. And you are deeply loved. Lilith.